we have had a bid come in. Not only a bid, but a release clause met. Welcome back to the Barcelona career mode here on FIFA 22. Welcome to 2022 as a whole. First video of the new year. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend and your New Year's celebrations. We join a new year and we'll have our own New Year's celebrations today, as we're currently here, as you can see, on the 31st of December and about to head into January, where a number of things are going to happen financially. We can see Martin Braithwaite has been sold. He's accepted contract terms to go to Leipzig. So we're going to have a number of players leave as soon as I advance today, meaning our financial situation is definitely going to change. Now, I'm expecting that our wage situation is going to drastically improve. And of course, we're also expecting those players that are in on loan that haven't been played, that are on quite a bit of wages, will be recalled as of January the 1st. Also, very, very, very good point from a number of you in the comment section on the last episode. We're thinking about, well, we want to replicate what Barcelona are going to do in real life and get rid of Ousmane Dembele. We might, or in fact, what I'm absolutely 100% definitely going to do is use him as part of the Ferran Torres deal. Two birds, one stone, as someone mentioned in the comment section. So as we advance here, we should... the emails come flying in. So, Demir's been recalled. Good, that saves us some wages. And he's gone. De Jong's been recalled. Good, that saves us some wages. Braithwaite is out now and sold. Elias leaves on loan. Wage departs. Umtiti departs. Coutinho departs. Neto departs. Ruiz Atil is out on loan. That is a lot to change here on our list. So I'm going to go and adjust this and you'll see a quick and we'll see where we are. So we were set at 160 odd million euro a year. Now we're down to 129 million euro a year. We were 63 million over. We're now 33 million over. Those sales that we've just made have halved the deficit that we were over our wage budget, which is fantastic news. There are still, of course, some high earners that we will either move on or see have contracts adjusted in the meantime. So now is the time to go and do the Ferran Torres deal, and hopefully we can get Ousmane Dembele involved in there. You can see that all of those transfers going through have now been added to the overview. So earnings, we've made 84.7 million from transfers. So that figure hadn't taken into account the transfers that were coming. So we currently are making a profit of 318 million euro this season. We'll wait and see what we make come the end of the year. But as we mentioned, Ferran Torres is a player that in real life is coming in, and we're going to look to replicate that here. I do not want to pay his 140 million euro release clause. Thank you very much. Right then. So, player swap. Wingers. Ousmane Dembele is valued almost as much as Ferran Torres. We'll see if they're interested in Ousmane Dembele. They are not interested in Ousmane Dembele, frustratingly, but they will accept a bid of 83 million euro, which isn't as high as I thought we might have to go if they didn't want Dembele. It's a shame they don't want Dembele, but I won't be able to offer Dembele again. So we'll see if they'll agree a change financially. They've upped the sell-on clause, but we're not really worrying about that, to be completely honest. The deal in real life is about 65 million, and we're going to pay 72 here. So we're not too far off, realism-wise. Right, he's on 120,000 euro a week at Manchester City, and I pray that he will make a half-decent cut. Fingers crossed, anyway. That way, we'll be able to adjust our figures even better. Sit down, please, Ferran. Good lad. Right, he's on £120,000 a week. Obviously, he'd be crucial, but I'll give him important, and if he'll settle for that, that's great, which he has done. 5-year contract length, if you don't mind, please, sir. That would be great. Now, with the rules for La Liga, we do need to put a release clause in there. But, I mean, players like Fati, etc., have got a 1 billion euro release clause in their contract in real life. I'm not quite going to go that far, but we will put a 200 million euro release clause in there if they're happy with that. And they're absolutely fine with that, apparently. Wow. Okay. And he is willing to take a bit of a wage cut. we'll remove the bonus. He's on 120 grand a week, which is less than what Dembele's on. So when he leaves and Dembele when he joins, and Dembele leaves, we will make a net profit there. I will edit the wages slightly, and we'll try and get him on 100 grand a week if he'll sign that. 115. Okay, we'll try and get him on the 110 he was on previously, because obviously we did remove the bonus. And if that's that done, that's that done. Ferran Torres is in for £110,000 a week. So he will go straight into our starting lineup. For the time being, we'll move Dembele to the bench. We'll still try and utilise him whilst he's still here. But that does mean that Dembele will be here till the end of the season. Although, Ferran Torres is apparently currently injured, which I hadn't taken into account. How long are you out for, Ferran? He said he's out for the rest of the season. 11 days with a broken collarbone. That's manageable. I had a little mini panic there for a moment. Right, so we are going to split January into two because there's a lot of games. There's going to be more because, of course, the Super Cup is almost the group stage. It's like a semi-final and onwards. So there's going to be plenty of games. We've got the Copa del Rey to be drawn yet as well. So we'll play Mallorca to start. We'll play Granada and we'll play Real Madrid. We'll have 3 games today. As obviously, there's going to be minimal transfer business at this stage. Unless, of course, there's more to be sold. And then we will take it from there. But I will go and add Ferran Torres to my list here. So he was, let's put him in there. Torres was at £110,000 a week, which means he's on £5.720 million a year, which is significantly less. That's almost £3 million a year less than Ousmane Dembele. So when Dembele leaves, we've done really well there. Good. Good. I'm not planning on bringing in the Fabio Blanco. I don't think that's something that we need to do in this save, but certainly Ferran Torres is a good option, and that is one real-life transfer we will replicate. In fact, it's the only transfer that's gone through so far. We are the very first to make a purchase on January the 1st. Right, let's go and play Mallorca, shall we? Although Dembele's probably going to have to come back into the starting lineup. A ground we called home not too long ago. In the last FIFA, we were at Mallorca for a save here in Spain. Back then, they have Manolo Reina in goal, Sastre, Seglar, Russo and Olivan is the back 4. Salva Sevilla and Alex Febas in the midfield. Febas was very good for us. They've got Antonio Sanchez, Dani Rodriguez, who was one of the heroes of that Mallorca save, Lego Junior and Angel Luis Rodriguez Diaz up top. They're 16th in the league. We're still playing Pedri on the left and Gavi in midfield for the time being. Ferran Torres, as soon as he's fit, will come into the starting lineup for Ousmane Dembele, who will drop to the bench. Trying to give Gavi as much first-team football as we can, although Ricky Puig has certainly been a candidate for that starting spot with some of his most recent performances as well. Like we say, it should probably be a relatively quiet transfer deadline day for us at present, but it's only going to take 1 or 2 more sales before we're looking like we might well be under that wage budget. And like I say, we are going to be, providing we make a profit in any given year, we are going to be upping that wage budget each season by about £10 million. So, €10 million, sorry. So hopefully, come the start of the new season, we should be very much so in a position to sign and buy some new players. Regardless of how much debt we're in, we are allowed to spend 25% of any profit made in the given season, or even in the given 12-month period. So, as things stand, we're about 300 million in the plus, meaning we could spend 75 million euro in the in the summer transfer window, given that we're under the wage budget. So, getting under the wage budget is going to be massive for us, as it has been so far. We've reduced the debt, reduced the overpayment in the wages by half over the course of 6 months. We just need to keep that up, and we should be good come the summer to start making some signings of our own, especially when players like Antoine Griezmann come back and we can make some more profit from selling players like that. Febas. Out to Dani Rodriguez. Oh, the weight of pass there is perfection. Ter Stegen almost looked like he stumbled and slipped as he was coming to try and get to that. And be honest, heart in mouth for me for a moment. But we've dealt with it. Lovely, smart turn by Pedri. He's just going to continue to grow and grow and grow this year. Started at 81, already up at 84 in just 6 months. Who knows how good he could get by this time next season. Pedri's going to be an absolute baller for us throughout the course of this whole series, I hope. One of the players that will stick with us for the entirety of the save. Gavi, we hope and pray, will be someone like that too. Frankie plays a lovely ball through to Memphis, who's got players around him, but nobody can stop him. He's in behind, and that is Barcelona 1, Mallorca 0. Memphis Depay gives us the advantage. Febas out nicely to Olivan. Forward to Dani Rodriguez as Mallorca look to fight back. They're building, not... Oh, the extra pass is too much. They were playing some really nice football there. That was Barcelona-esque from Mallorca. But the extra pass killed it. And that's where they lack the quality. In that clinical moment where you need precision, they just haven't had it so far. They didn't when we were there until a few seasons in. And it appears that the scenario at Mallorca is still the same as it was when we were in charge. I couldn't quite find my pass there either. But hopefully we can still keep them at bay for the remainder of this half and subsequently the remainder of the game as well. Nice interception. Will look quickly for Dembele, but not quick enough. The gap closed. Serginho Dest didn't want to actually get towards that ball, annoyingly. Here's Angel. Trying not to foul him. Araujo stands up tall and stands well. And we will break. Dembele's going to be probably the go-to there as the defender was further away from him than Pedri on this near side. Get that to Gavi. Quickly look for Memphis. Here is De Jong looking for Dembele. Dembele on his left. Memphis on his right. Off the post and no second goal. Here's Angel. Got Araujo for company. Jordi Alba's tracking back and getting into position. Those touch lets him down there. It was frustrating. I thought we'd intercepted that really nicely. Araujo couldn't quite get there. It's a nice ball by Salva Sevilla. But again, they're lacking that precision with their final balls. When they do finally find the right pass at the right time, the goal might well be in danger. So we're going to have to make sure that we get ourselves... Oh, it's a nice spin. We're going to have to make sure we get ourselves that 2-goal advantage if we can before that happens. Looking for Memphis. I didn't quite want to be that nonchalant and showboaty, but it seemingly worked for us. Frankie with a smart turn. His shot is actually blocked well. Get that to Jordi Alba. Overlapping run from Jordi Alba is something that has been very, very familiar for Barcelona over the past 8 or 9 years since they signed him from Valencia. Pretty sure it was Valencia, wasn't it, that Jordi Alba came from? I might be incorrect. Do let me know if I am, but I'm pretty sure Jordi Alba came from Valencia. I am going to check. Jordi Alba came from Valencia. I thought so. In 2012, so yes, almost a decade Jordi Alba has been at Barcelona now. They have some really, really long-term serving players at the club. Those that have come through La Masia and those that have been brought in outside from elsewhere. A number of them come to Barcelona and stay for years. It's seemingly rare that they have a high turnover of playing staff. Obviously, players like Neymar and Luis Suarez of late have come in and not stayed for too long before moving on. But they do tend to have a very, very familiar team throughout the course of most recent history, Barcelona, don't they? Unfortunately, Mallorca have finally found their one precise pass. And they found a finish on the end of it too. Couldn't quite get the foot in with Eric Garcia. And he's buried it well. Mallorca level. Spread out to Amath Ndiaye. Diegu, obviously a player we're very familiar with on the channel, not just from Mallorca, but from our Southampton save as well. Memphis surely should score here. Brilliant save by Reina. Perhaps I could have taken it a little bit closer to goal. I was confident that he could have buried it from there. De Jong will deliver the ball. Busquets is up, but it's Sanchez that wins the header. Gavi scored a great goal in a previous game. Sergio Busquets from the edge of the box sees his shot blocked. Jordi Alba into Sergio Busquets. It's Memphis. Not Memphis. Wrong Dutchman. Frankie de Jong is on a lovely run and will just lift this. And Ricky Puig has been on the field moments. Literally, as that move started was when he came onto the pitch and he's had an impact. I think Ricky Puig is forcing his way into the starting lineup ahead of Gavi at the moment, isn't he? Certainly scoring the goals and having the impact. Ricky Puig doing the business. Well done, mate. That is a 2-1 victory for us. Lovely ball across from Frankie. Picks him out and he couldn't miss. Really, genuinely, the only option there was to score. And he's taken it well. We're going to win. we're going to win away from home against Mallorca with practically the last touch of the game. Lucky, but we do deserve it. Right, back to the transfer window. Balde has agreed to go out on loan on a short-term deal to Brighton, meaning we can then save a little bit of wages there, so we can adjust this still. Obviously, we have a number of players who are out on loan whose wages aren't on this list whilst their names are still there, and Balde will now become one of those. He's not on much, but he's on enough to make some sort of difference. So that's that one done and dusted. Another player out the door. Obviously, we're utilising Mingueza at the moment as our backup wing-back, as well as Sergi Roberto. We're actually up to second in the league at the minute, and Real Madrid are having a bit of a wobble. We're only 4 points off top. I wasn't expecting to challenge at the top of La Liga this season. I probably expect us to fall off a little bit between now and the end of the year as well, but it's going better than we imagined so far. With regards to continental success, the board have now asked that we win the Europa League now that we've been drawn into that competition. We've had an extra continental success target being given to us. We're currently on target for one of the two short-term goals. Financially, we've had that ticked now. Brand exposure, we're getting very close to doing the streak. I'm not going to be able to do 3 players from South America, I don't think, unless I do the free agent option at the end of the season. But for now, Ricky Puig is into the starting lineup. Ferran Torres, I'm hoping, will be fit for the game against Granada. At the very least, he'll be fit for the game against Real Madrid. But for now, we'll head to that game against Granada. Was that at home as well? Away. So it doesn't matter if we lose it. Although, obviously, we don't want to. We have had a bid come in. Not only a bid, but a release clause met. Tottenham have activated the release clause of €35.6 million for Serginho Dest. So it looks like we're going to be losing our starting right back. Ezel Zuli has had a transfer bid come in from Atletico Mineiro, but I think I want to keep him at the club. I'd be happy to loan him out, but I don't want to sell Ezel Zuli. But it looks like Serginho Dest may well be on his way out after this game against Granada. Serginho Dest is on 66,000 a week, which is 3.5 million, which will take us back down to around about 131.5. So we're getting back down. Obviously, we boosted it back up with the signing of Ferran Torres. We do have the players to be able to deal with that, with obviously Sergi Roberto able to play or come in and start at right back, or even maybe we just throw Mingueza in and that's our ready-made replacement at right back and he continues on. Is a La Masia prospect, of course. Mingueza has played for the national team now with Spain, so it could be the go-to. Looks like he's going to find himself into the starting lineup, but Serginho Dest looks like he's on his way to the Premier League, provided he, of course, agrees contract terms. As you see there, Ferran Torres isn't available, so Dembele will be back into the starting lineup for this next game, and Ezel Zuli will jump into that spot. Collado, I'm trying to sell on. Abe, I'm trying to sell on. Yutka, I'm trying to sell on, although his contract is expiring, so it looks like he's going to be... Well, he'll definitely be leaving us anyway. One thing I didn't do for the last game against Mallorca that I should have done is change the kit, because, of course, that alternate kit is for European games only. So we'll play in the Lilac away kit here as we now go and play away from home against Granada, who are a handy side, to be completely honest. You can see their lineup on the left. Maximiano, Kini, Jaman, Arias, and Duarte, Regina, Mia, Eteki, Makis, Suarez and Molina. Right, 4-4-2. Old school Brexit Burnley football. Hopefully, our 4-3-3, a bit more European, will come out on top. Makis on the run. Right, so that's a great start for Granada, isn't it? Absolutely hammered that home there. Worked it about nicely. It actually, when they went to the number 9 here with this pass, I thought it was going to go to the number 23, so I thought I had it covered. They missed the man and then played the little triangle, and Molina has thumped it home before Araujo can get there, and the keeper's got no chance with that. Granada take an early 1-0 lead, and we are on the back foot right from the off here away from home. Like I said, luckily it's an away game, so we don't have to worry about winning it or avoiding defeat even to maintain our streak, but still, that doesn't mean that it's acceptable to lose a game. And Granada is certainly a side that we'd like to get a win against, let alone just avoid avoid defeat. Ricky Puig is into the starting lineup now for this game after his excellent performances recently. Oh, and if I could have just played the through ball there, that would have been a very Barcelona-esque move that would have seen us potentially get an equaliser. Busquets, Frenkie, Memphis, touches poor. Ricky Puig. Araujo's decided he wants to go on a run up top, and he's not stopping Araujo. He has scored a couple of goals this season, although they've only come from set pieces and aerial challenges. Now he's well out of position and having to bust the gut to get back. He's set to stay back whilst attacking, as are most of my defenders. Oh, it's a lovely through ball to Stegen with a very, very, very important save. Pedri to De Jong. Forward to Jordi Alba. Memphis has come short for me. That's a lovely first touch. A lot of defenders around. Serginho Dest is in a good position out wide right. And Memphis has drifted nicely. Play a quick 1-2. Maybe 1-2-3. Frenkie didn't make the run until a little bit too late. Busquets loitering here with intent. Ricky Puig out on his right. Again, slightly slower in the dribbling and not able to get the shot away. Pedri to Dembele. Here we go. Memphis Depay. That's 1-1. That's the Barcelona way. Little passes, pick them apart, find the goal. Let's do that again. Dest into Ricky Puig. Back there to Sergio Busquets. Lofted ball over. Araujo's going to have to show some strength here. He does have support down the line. And Albert will come back into Frenkie, who was calling for it. Memphis back to Busquets. Puig was there. That's who that ball was meant for. We'll look for Memphis. It's a poor ball, really. Should have found it better. Puig could win that back. Dembele could have won it back. Nobody did. And Granada playing the ball about nicely here. And they've got options in the middle to try and utilise. Marquise. That's the perfect way to pass to find Luis Javier Suarez. Araujo's in the way. And then seemingly just gave up on it. It was like, oh, I blocked it. My job's done. I'm going to run off now. If you couldn't do that, mate, that would be great. 20 minutes to go here. I'm not sure I've got much on the bench at the minute that could help me turn this game around. So we do look destined for a point here unless we can find something late on again like we did in the last one. Pedri looking for Memphis. Oh, lovely bit of footwork, but couldn't quite beat the defender. But they've given it straight to Jordi Alba there. Come on now. Come on, Usman. Oh, Mr. Dembele. What the shit was that? Never mind, he got a block. I'll let him off. Thought for a moment he just spooned that. Keeper thought about coming. Didn't. Eric Garcia. 50p Ed, I think. Win that, win that, win that. Well up, Araujo. Unfortunately, he's headed it straight to a Granada man. He brought off the bench Carlos Baca here. Granada. They'll find him there as well. I thought he was offside. Mia. That's going to find Suarez. Well, it's a nice change to see ter Stegen make a save at his near post, but I'm glad he did. They're making a change. I've made a couple of my own now with Pedri moving into midfield, Correa coming on up top, and Depay moving out to the left. I've also taken off Serginho Dest, who was tiring. And we're... Oh, that's... I'm sorry! I was about to put the controller down. Sergio Roberto's come on for Serginho Dest. Bear with me. I just need to have a look at that again. The guy that was on a yellow card has chopped me there, surely. What is this? I mean... That ball doesn't change direction, does it? Oh, slightly. Ever so slightly. He's lucky there. He's very lucky to have gotten half a centimetre of boot onto the ball to ensure that he stays on the pitch. Memphis looking for Correa. Needing support. Having it. Pedri. Out to Sergio Roberto. Back to Pedri. To Correa. The first time shot's not the worst. The second time shot's going to sneak in! Oh! Enrique Correa does it again. A late goal. Barcelona do it again. A late goal to win the game. Not the most accurate of shots because I didn't aim it there, but it has squeezed in off the woodwork and Correa has somehow managed to bury that and we're going to take a late victory again. Well, I'm not sure we deserve... The last one we deserved to win. This one, I can't really be sure that we do. But, oh, wow. We will take it. We will take it. The gap to Real Madrid was 4 points at the top of the table. Surely we can't win La Liga in our first year at Barcelona. I don't think we will, but we are putting up a hell of a fight here for this title. Gonalons through to Suarez. ter Stegen reads it, grabs the ball, and we are just going to see this out. Thank you very much. A minute to go. Game 1. We will be victorious away from home here. And I really don't know as we deserve it on this occasion, but 3 points in another game, and we head into the game against Real Madrid needing to improve in performance if we're to stand a chance against Los Blancos, but certainly our overall form is pretty decent. 2 2-1 wins, 3 2-1 wins in a row, 4 2-1 wins in our last 5, and we are now 6 games in a row victorious. Real Madrid coming up in the semi-final of the Spanish Super Cup. Valde confirmed now as out on loan, and Serginho Dest confirmed as sold. So, Dest off this list. Gone, gone, gone. We are now down to 131.4 million euro with our overall wages. We still need to find another 34.4 million euro to be saved, but we are certainly getting there. Certainly getting there. Right. I'm going to go and put Mingueza into the starting lineup. If it hasn't already defaulted him there, it's put Sergio Roberto there. Mingueza will be the man that starts at right back. He's not quite so highly rated, but certainly has youth on his side. Time to crack. Oh, will Ferran Torres be fit, actually, for that game against Real? I certainly hope so. So technically, this is being counted as a home game, even though in real life, these fixtures are played out in the Middle East. We're playing at the Camp Nou for this first leg, so it's a game that we absolutely have to avoid defeating to ensure that our streak isn't taken away from us with regards to our unbeaten run. They line up, as you see them here, Thibaut Courtois in goal for them, Real Madrid. Jesus Vallejo at right back with Militao, Alaba and Nacho Fernandez finishing out their defensive line. Casemiro, Modric and Kroos with Benzi at centre forward, Asensio on the left, and Vinicius gets the start this time ahead of Eden Hazard on the left-hand side. Mingueza in at right back, of course, with now departed Serginho Dest, and Ferran Torres does get his first start in a Barcelona shirt. No bigger game, is there, than Real Madrid? Welcome to the club, Ferran. Please play very, very well indeed. There has been some call in the comment section for me to use Torres as the false 9, a la Pep Guardiola, but I'm not sure I want to do that at this particular moment in time. I'd rather use Ferran Torres out wide. We'll see how he progresses. But he can play anywhere across that front three, which is always great to have another player with the versatility to play in a number of positions. Let's see what we can do in the semi-final of the Spanish Super Cup. Casemiro. Modric, Casemiro. We did win our first Clásico the last time we faced Real Madrid. We are yet to play at the Santiago Bernabeu this season in the league. But, get up! Oh, Ter Stegen. Oh, Ter Stegen. Vinicius into the starting lineup, and as he has been doing quite a lot this season in real life, scoring the goal. But, oh, at least my initial response is all Ter Stegen. Oh, Ter Stegen, you've not covered yourself in glory there. It's not the most accurate nor the most powerful of headers. Oh, it's just painful to concede a goal like that. We conceded early against Granada, and we've now conceded early against Real Madrid. Okay. I think this one might be harder to overcome, don't you? Thank you. Ricky Puig to Frenkie through the gap, round the corner. They did step for an offside trap there, and it was played to perfection. Pedri surely would have at least got a shot on target. I'm not going to go as far as to say he would score, but it's so tight. I mean, it's one of the closest offsides you'll see. The lines looked further away than actually the two players looked there. That looked a lot tighter than the VAR style lines that went across there, but it's given us offside. Albert to Pedri, quickly to Frenkie de Jong. This could be a dangerous attack. Just need to find the right pass at the right time, and Ricky Puig could be the man to receive that pass. He could be the man to score the goal. David Alaba with a wonderful block. Mingueza's forward here, looking for Depay. Pedri just need to find a bit of space. Ricky Puig! Good stop by Courtois. Really good stop by Courtois. Frenkie delivers. Garcia's underneath this. Oh, but Courtois gobbles it up. Whilst it's just one. I feel like we can do something. Please stay at just one. Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Thank you, Mr. Memphis. Pedri, Modric is getting there. De Jong, it's nicely worked. No! Ah. Well done, Busquets. This is so frustrating against Real Madrid at the minute, but we're trying our best. Oh, trying our best. Well, our best isn't good enough at this stage, but it might be now. Surely, Memphis. There we go. Oh, we've had to work for that, but we are level against Real Madrid, and Memphis is silencing all of his haters and critics. 1-1. Mingueza into Ferran Torres. To Ricky Puig. Ferran Torres has got to get Alaba with a vital interception. Torres was in behind Nacho Fernandez there. Vinicius to Benzema. They look dangerous, Real Madrid. Mingueza's going to have to get out here to Nacho. Vinicius to Benzema again. That's a lovely through ball. Asensio's on his left as well, and he should have buried it. Absolutely should have buried that. He had the time, he had the space, and he wasn't able to utilise it. Modric will look for Benzi now. Benzema. Where's he going to go? Driven in. Eric Garcia's there. And Ter Stegen will gather. 25 minutes to go. It's been a very even game. I don't know whether it goes to extra time or whether we go straight to penalties in the Supercopa. Not sure. We'll go to Memphis first here and then hopefully to Pedri afterwards. That's worked well. Need some support though. And they are available there in the middle. We'll work this about. Ricky Puig go back to De Jong looking for Memphis. Memphis is in again. But he misses. He had to bury that. Ball played over the top. Luka Jovic has come on for them. He can't have an immediate impact if Asensio can't get the ball to him. Alba is forward here from left back. Here's Memphis Depay. Up there to Sergio Busquets. Dembele's off the bench now, as you see. Oh, the first thing he does for me is give the ball away. We've got Pedri drifted into the middle now with Dembele out wide and Ricky Puig has gone off. So we should, in theory, have a bit more quality in the middle of the pitch. Nice interception by Frenkie. Forward quickly to Memphis. Runners around me. Oh, brilliant and great interception from Casemiro. Nacho. Mingueza trying to close the gap. Here's Vinicius in behind. Eric Garcia up against it. Vinicius with support. Nacho does well. Here is Luka Jovic now. Vinicius, Toni Kroos. Don't let him have any space on the edge of the box. Nor Luka Modric. Asensio. Araujo. It's going to... Oh, he's picked out Casemiro wonderfully. The accuracy of that ball through 3 or 4 defenders. Fair play. Fair play. That's a wonderful cross. Just shakes off the attentions of the defender. And then, I mean, to pick that ball out, literally between 4 defenders. Oh, superb. The quality of the ball in is undefendable. So accurate, was it? Casemiro scores to give Real Madrid a 2-1 lead in the 82nd minute. We scored late on to win 2-1 twice. But we may well be losing 2-1 here now on Ferran Torres' debut. He's not actually had much of the ball, to be fair. And I kind of let him down there, but he will find Memphis here, who will find Ousmane Dembele, who will equalise for us. Not yet, Real! Not yet! 2-2, 2-2, vamos! Casemiro driven into Luka Modric. There might be yet more drama here at the end of this El Clasico. Viejo given to Jordi Alba, who keeps it in play well, rides the challenge. Madrid press, but it's a press that won't work. Frenkie will spread it out wide and will look quickly. Please, ref, let this play on. Pedri out to Ferran Torres, who will look to beat the man. Oh, but can't squeeze the pass. It'll be 2-2 after 90 minutes. Extra time, yep. Waiting for Derek Ray to confirm whether it was extra time or straight to penalties. It is to be another 30 minutes here against Real Madrid. Not exactly what we need, given the nature of the fixture list, etc. But something we're going to have to just take on the chin and go with. Looks like Busquets is probably going to have to make a move. And Gonzalez will slot in there sooner rather than later. But for now, we'll crack on with a side that have worked our way back in at 2-2. They've made a change in their midfield, as you can see, their top left. Valverde is now on for Luka Modric. Extra time is underway in the second half of it. And Sergio Roberto has come on for me at right back. Nico Gonzalez has come on for Sergio Busquets. They were just out on their feet. Absolutely dead and not really offering much. Nice ball into Pedri. Memphis has made a good run. That ball is pinballing about. Asensio. Carvajal. Asensio again. We're really not far from a penalty shootout, but we can't rule out a late Real Madrid goal. Jordi Alba battling hard, but it pinballs about and it's fallen to Luka Jovic. How's your luck? Jordi Alba in the way, and it pings in Real Madrid's favour. We may have scored late to take it to extra time, but they will score late to ensure that it doesn't go to a penalty shootout. I feel hard done by. I feel very hard done by. Jordi Alba does excellently here. It just falls back to them. A couple of quick passes, and then he's rifled it with an excellent finish. He's turned well, and then there's not really much Garcia can do about that, nor Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Luka Jovic's... Wow, it's the Supercopa, isn't it? I was going to say, is it his first goal of the season? It's certainly his first goal of the Supercopa because there's only been one game, and that's game. Not the way you want to lose any game, let alone one that ends your unbeaten streak at home, let alone one that ends your unbeaten streak at home against Real Madrid, your fiercest rivals. Oh... deflated after that, I think. Very, very deflated. And we're halfway through the season as well, so it's going to be so difficult to build up another run for the rest of the season. 8 games. We were unbeaten in home games. But, I mean, we were 2-2 at... I mean, I guess it counts as a defeat. We were 2-2 in regulation time. But overall, we have lost. No sign of the Copa del Rey being drawn yet. Still waiting for that fixture to be added to our fixture list. So we will end it there for today. Players are coming in. Players are going out. Athletic Club de Bilbao would like Nico Gonzalez on loan, but he's certainly doing a job for us in our squad. So we will keep him for now. Longley saying he's frustrated that he can't play regularly. I'll be honest. I could probably afford to move Longley on. Pique's dropped even more now. I can't really afford to move Longley on yet. Although, actually, no, he's not a centre-back anymore. In my youth setup, I do have Miguel Lopez, who's 6'7". He was down as the centre-back. He's got, I mean, average physicals at the minute. And technically, he's not amazing, but he was down as the centre-back with 40 slide tackle and 45 stand tackle, which is obviously no good. You can see how his passing stats are better. So I've changed him to a centre mid, and he's gone from 49 to 63. But I'm still not sure if he's going to grow to a point where we're going to utilise him. So I'm holding off doing anything more with him at this stage. We've done what we need to, or what we feel like we need to, in the transfer window so far. We've got plenty of money to spend, should we be in a position to spend it. But at the moment, we're not, because of the financial restrictions placed upon the club. So tomorrow, it will be the rest of the January transfer window. If we end up losing someone else, then so be it. But at the moment, I think the squad is where it needs to be. We should be getting Pedri back. Not Pedri. We should be getting Ansu Fati back soon. 3 weeks' time. So not too long before we get the young Spaniard back. And Pedri can go back into the midfield. Although Ricky Puig and Gavi have certainly played well in that position. But Ferran Torres will continue on the right-hand side. No interest in Ousmane Dembele so far with even a pre-contract. We have a couple of players that are available to sign for free, all of which we're quite happy to, or both of which we're quite happy to leave the club. Mingueza is a player that I certainly actually need to change his development plan because his dribbling really isn't good enough at the minute. I need that to improve. Wide back is what I'll do. To improve his defending, improve his dribbling, because on the ball he's not very good at all, and I noticed that in game. I certainly need to have him better in possession if we're going to play the Barcelona way, which of course we are. That will do us for today though. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Of course, please make sure you drop the video a like if you've enjoyed, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any further videos. But for now, that's all for this afternoon. I will see you tomorrow afternoon again. Ta-ta.